Speaking of teams that have not been playing very well at all, let's look at the Panthers and the Buccaneers. Not a good one today for either one of those two teams. The Bucs get beat by your Colts there in Indianapolis, and the Panthers, it's just something I don't know how we trust Carolina in the betting market at this juncture with what we've seen out of Bryce Young and Frank Reich calling the shots. There's already rumors down there. David Tepper was called having an expletive after the loss today, and maybe Frank's already on the hot seat year one down there in Carolina. You can feel that internally sometimes when you're a coach, and certainly players can feel it as well. Now it's 5.5 for the Bucs. It's gone up a little bit initially here to 6. Low total 40, and it's down to 39. Can you sell me on Carolina? Is there anything to say, yeah, I'm interested in taking the 6 because I know I'm not?
Yeah, it is. Look, I don't mind taking an ugly dog every once in a while, but this is a reach because the fact that there were people in the Circa Survivor here, now they had no choice because a lot of the premium teams they've already used, but having to use Tennessee, that Tennessee Titans team, and who weren't great today,
right, by
any stretch, but Carolina, just Bryce Young is not getting any better.
Nope.
Right now, he took 4 sacks today. He didn't throw an interception, so at least I guess that's a good thing. And did have a fumble though, however, but sacked 4 times, 18 to 31 for 194, only 5.5 yards an attempt. Did not score a touchdown or throw a touchdown pass, I should say. So you have this team that's 1-10, that's the bottom of the barrel right now, going against a Tampa Bay team that, oh, by the way, now the reality hit these guys. They are 4-7. Baker Mayfield, by the way, got banged up for a little bit today. It was the ankle. Kyle Trask did play about a series and a half where they pretty much ran the ball. But Tampa Bay, they don't get it done against Indianapolis, who are also off a bye week. Colts 394 to 298 in terms of the yardage. Tampa had 2 turnovers today, lost the turnover battle. So, just looking at this, I really don't necessarily feel the desire to back Tampa Bay because, I worry about them at least a little bit. And then I don't have any interest in Carolina. So this is a stay away as of now for me. By the way, this is now a 4:05 Eastern, 1:05 kickoff. There was a little bit of a switch in the schedule. I don't think it was a flex. It was sometimes the TV networks do this, balancing out the schedule. So Denver-Houston now becomes an early window game, which we'll get to later. And then Carolina-Tampa Bay is that weird 05 window that's not the main 425 window.
Wes, this is something I want to bring to our listeners and viewers when you're looking at, and I'm not saying get involved in the Buccaneers futures markets, but the Buccaneers to make the playoffs is plus 300. The Buccaneers to win the division is plus 500. Okay, 5-1. There's only one way they're going to make the postseason, and that is going to be if they win the division.
Right.
I don't see a scenario where they get hot and Falcons still win the division and the Bucs get a wild card. That's something I think that if you're paying attention, you can manipulate the market that way to make sure that you're not sitting there taking bad numbers when you can get a much better one for basically the same opportunity.
Sure.
Because, again, there's only one likely scenario, and that is that they somehow win the South, which I don't think is likely either way.
I don't either, but if you look, Dave, they're only one game back.
Right.
They're only one game back because Atlanta 5-6, New Orleans 5-6, Tampa 4-7. Obviously, Carolina no chance at 1-10, but they're right there to win the division. So I would not necessarily throw cold water on the Bucs in terms.
And I would only play that to win the division at 5-1 versus that 3-1 opportunity to make the
playoffs because basically you're looking at a one-team division.
That's it.
And I just don't see it, even though mathematically it's possible. But if you look at the 3 wild cards right now, are Dallas, Minnesota, and Seattle, 8-3, 6-5, 6-5. Green Bay all of a sudden playing decent ball. Rams got a couple wins, so there would be a lot for Tampa Bay to get just a general wild card.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.